Hey guys, Liza Hudson here, and today I'm going to do a very quick reason on 7 benefits of using a landing page over your websites. So guys, if you are new here and you are not a member of our Facebook group, then in the description below this video, you will find a link. Just click on there, guys. Ask to join. It's totally free. In this group, it's just an awesome community. You'll find anything and everything to do with CRO, great conversations. You can get free audits in here, win competitions. It's just a really great community where you can get tips and tricks. And of course, you can always search Facebook for landingpagelab.com. And guys, if you are currently watching us on repeat in YouTube and you haven't subscribed to our channel, please hit the subscribe button, guys. We're always dropping fresh content. Every week we drop a video. In here, you're going to find so much. So there's interviews, there's loads of audits. There's so many videos on how you guys can optimize your pages, your sites, all to help you to increase your conversion rates. So guys, today is slightly different. So typically I do lots of how-tos with you, but what I wanted to talk to you about today briefly, it's not going to be a long video, is why we think you should choose a direct response landing page over a website. Now that's not to say for 1 second we do not recommend a website, because we 100% do. We create hundreds of sites for our clients. They can absolutely be optimized, and we certainly recommend that you still think about your CRO on your website. However, there's probably more, but there are 7 benefits I want to talk to you today about going for a direct response page. Now, what do I mean when I say direct response? So what I mean, I've got 2 examples here. You might have seen this one before, but this is essentially a sales page, a direct response sales page. And this would sit on a subdomain within your store. So this is a completely hidden page. It is only accessible via a link. So whether that's through your email marketing, through your ad spend typically, and that's pretty much the way that people are going to locate these pages. Now, the same applies for lead generation. So I am talking about both today, lead gen and e-com. So this is an example of a lead magnet. These are just examples that I want to show you guys. And again, this would sit on a subdomain, so it wouldn't be part of your overall website. Now, the first benefit of going for one of these pages over a website would be that you have less distractions. Distractions are a killer for conversion, guys. So I've pulled up 2 examples. So this is an example of a lead generation website. You can just look this online. It's not one of ours. It's just an example of a lead generation website. And here I have an example of a Shopify store. So again, not one of ours. These are just very typical of what we see coming into us before we kind of go in and optimize. So the first reason is about distractions. Now, if you look at this Shopify store, this is incredibly typical of what we see. So we have lots and lots of different brands. We have different categories. We have numerous different places for people to kind of have a look and delve around into your entire range. So lots and lots of things to distract me here. And the same thing applies on lead generation sites. So this is very typical of what we see. So we have loads of different kind of, components to your service or offering. We have partners. And of course, when we get down into things like footers, let alone during the page, we're going to have lots and lots of links, typically, and certainly on this one, you'll see links to social media. She says, I hope that's there. Yeah. So typically you'll see all of these kind of things. So essentially, this is this is a huge opportunity for people to wander away from the reason that you actually wanted them here in the first place. 9 times out of 10, if you give people the option to click something, they will. So by sending them to a direct response page, so you are going to minimize those distractions. So for example, on the sales page here, what looks like navigation is not. It actually just jumps you to a section on the page, and there are no other options. So on this page, for example, the only option is to purchase this product. So throughout it, we have this consistent one call to action with 0 distractions. Now, the same for lead generation, guys. Now, typically we see a lot of distractions on lead generation. What we want to see, this is obviously a lead magnet, is again that one call to action. There's 0 distractions. Again, it only jumps to one point within the page. So there's no distractions, which is a key benefit of sending to a landing page. Number 2 has got to be, possibly even number 1, that you are going to increase your conversion rate. So let's be honest, you're spending money on advertising, you're paying for people to be here. So, the goal of it is always to convert. Otherwise, why else are you in it, right? So basically, by sending to a single page, a direct response page, lead generation or sales, you absolutely will out-convert any other type of page. Now, when we're talking about, we see a lot of people driving traffic to product pages. We see a lot of people driving traffic to inner pages on lead generation sites, and you will not convert as well. So guys, we absolutely know, we have the data to back it up. We're creating hundreds of these pages for our clients, thousands over the years, but it's all about increasing your conversion rate. And that's one of the major benefits of a landing page. You will increase conversions. Number 3 has got to be, I think, one of the key benefits as well is that you are going to be focusing on a core product or offering. So basically, rather than having to show your whole product listing or service listing, whatever it is, you're not spreading yourself thin. You are presenting the consumer with one option. You are, really focusing on this particular product or service, which means that your content is going to be more appropriate. Now, don't forget, they probably just come from an advert. So there's slightly, warmer intent than somebody that's just coming in natively. But ultimately, focusing in on this core product is going to make those people take that action. It's going to increase your brand awareness just through the fact that you are converting so highly and getting so much action on your pages. And it's absolutely the way to go in terms of, presenting your offering or service. I think number 4 has got to be related to e-com, really. So not lead generation, but for e-com, you cannot beat a landing page for increasing your AOVs. So absolutely, when we create stores, we do actually recommend that where possible, we do bundling on product pages, but ultimately a sales page is where this really comes to life. So, you can absolutely increase your AOVs, as you can see on here, by adding bundling to your pages. If you have a product which can be bundled and you are not bundling right now, you're absolutely crazy, guys. So make sure that if you have this bundleable product, of which pretty much most things can, obviously I'm not sure if someone would want to buy, I don't know, say 4 computers at once, but any other kind of these kind of products that you can bundle, get it on your page, guys. This is all about direct response pages. It's a very focused journey, and it's about increasing your AOVs. So that's a major benefit of a landing page. I think number 5 relates very much to lead generation, and in fact to a certain extent e-com, but essentially with a landing page, you can pre-qualify your visitors. So basically, you're going to end up with better lifetime value for your visitors. If you have a service or an offering and you're getting your leads in and people are filling out all of these kind of questions, but ultimately it's beyond their reach, say financially, or I don't know, this disqualified for some other reason. Essentially, you can use your form fill to pre-qualify people, which means they're not going to get pissed off with you as they go through the experience. You might have a conditional flow where someone fills in this particular budget, and then of course, say they can't afford that. Well, that's okay, because you've got another service that you can then direct them to. So that's absolutely going to make this a better experience for your client. And in terms of lifetime value, it's absolutely epic, guys. It just stops it stops the poor quality leads, and it helps to have a more of a long-term relationship with your consumers. I think number 6 has got to be the benefit of a landing page is data. Data. So with your websites, you obviously generate a lot of data, guys, but it's spread thin. It's very difficult to kind of really see, unless you're doing huge volumes of traffic, it's difficult to see where certain things are having an impact. So on here, for example, we've got about 50 pages and it's very, very difficult. With a sales page or a lead generation page, you are going to generate incredibly good and, more to the point, significant data. Now, using this data, you are going to be able to do things like make changes to your landing page. You are going to be able to do all that really good stuff, like figure out your return of ad spend, your click-through rate, and of course, like your cost per acquisition. All that good stuff is way, way easier to actually identify and drill down into by driving to this one direct response page. The other thing is, if you've got things like Hotjar is absolutely awesome. So, for example, say you've got somebody who's focusing in on a question, you're always seeing loads and loads of actions, just for example, on this particular one. So what are they made of? Well, this will tell you immediately when you've got enough data that, okay, loads of people seem to be looking at this question, then surely this is an important piece of content and I need to maybe present this way higher on the page and address this concern almost as soon as they land. So you can see which parts of your page are working, which aren't, all that kind of good stuff that's basically ultimately going to lead to more revenue, which, let's be honest, is what all of this is about in the long run. And then I guess the 7th benefit has got to be that you've got more control over your marketing journey. Again, you're going to go, let's use Facebook as an example. You've got a Facebook ad running. You know that person is looking. They go on the ad and they land directly on this page. You have directed them in one direction to one page. You guys have complete control over that journey. When you are sending people into a site, let's just say, for example, you're sending them into any of these pages, you are losing control over that journey because people are able to then click around. It makes retargeting quite a nightmare because you're not exactly sure kind of what's going on or what their intent was in the first place. So you're going to have loads more control over that whole marketing journey for your consumers. All of this wrapped up, all of these 7 benefits wrapped up, essentially equate to the perfect package to increase your conversion rates, guys, to reduce your ad spend, to save money on your ad spend or get more out of it, decrease your CPAs, your click-through rates will go through the roof, and essentially you guys are going to earn more money for every penny that you spend. So those are the 7 key benefits of having a landing page over a store. Now, just to reiterate, guys, we are not saying don't do stores. We create thousands of stores for our clients. We love them. But if you have a single product or single offering that you think would benefit from a direct response page, then guys, go ahead, take it out of your store, and you won't regret it. You'll see an uplift in your conversion instantly. Now, guys, we don't do this to sell in any way, shape or form. I just wanted to talk about it today because I'm getting a lot of inquiries about this. If you want to get in touch and you'd like our help, then please just click the link below, fill out the form and we'll get in touch. And guys, of course, don't forget, if you are not a member of our Facebook group, please go on over, ask to join, totally free. And of course, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So I hope you found something helpful in there today, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.